Kevin Frazier here on the scene to give you the NBA on ESPN. The Clippers come in looking to drop it hot. Elton Brand has the full complement of big man moves. We are in for a treat tonight. They'll go head-to-head with the Magic. Juwanji is going to lead the charge. It all comes down, though, to defense and if he can meet the challenge. Magic, Clippers, it's getting hot in here.
Welcome to the new home of the NBA here on ESPN. We're here at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. I'm Bob Fitzgerald here with Tom Tolbert. And Tom, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups here. And you got to tell us who's going to be the two key players.
Fitz, I think we got to pay attention to this fella. Elton Brand needs one of those beware of signs around his neck. You bring it in on him, and you might be craning your neck and watching it go the other way. On the other side, you've got a mid-level player. Juwan Howard is ready and willing to contribute any way he can. He's willing to battle with anyone who gets in his way.
Thanks, Tom. Time to tip it off and get this one going. The Clippers control the tip-off, and we'll get this one started. Skip to Richardson. To Kaman. Pump fakes. To Kaman. Fades. Money on the jump shot.
When somebody drops that fadeaway on you, it's like a dagger.
The Magic have the ball. To Gooden. Grabbed by Giricek. Giricek shoots from the post. Nice defensive rebound by Brand. To Maggette. Caught by Brand. Brand goes to the drop step.
Watch him hammer this one down. That is all about power.
The Magic take it up court with a narrow deficit, 4-0. To Howard. Howard sails in, banks it in.
Howard.
Jaric has the rock. To Brand. Dumps it off. Jaric takes the shot from about 16. A rare rebound by Giricek. Nails it.
You knew that was good as soon as he released it.
Jaric from the left block. Not there for him. The second chance bucket was canned by Brand.
That's the best advantage you can have when you're on the inside. Height.
Just under 11 minutes here in the first quarter. He's doubled up. Howard takes the quick shot. Forget about it. Giricek made the nab back there and records his first steal. To Giricek. It's loose. And the Magic recover it. McGrady shoots. Gets nothing but net.
The moment you start forgetting about his mid-range jumper is right when he's going to start dropping them on you.
The Clippers take it up. They're shooting 59% from the floor. To Maggette. Maggette shoots from 12. Ripped down inside by Gooden. To Howard. He's double-teamed.
If it's ESPN basketball, you know we're going to give you the best replays.
Two-point differential between the teams. To Richardson. Brand takes a turnaround J. Rebounded by Giricek. Count that last jumper by Lou.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
Just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Maggette uses the drop step. The layup was finished by Brand.
Every coach loves their star players and the intensity they bring to the court.
And the Magic are on a 10-4 run here. To Giracek. Gooden wants it down low. Picked off. The Clippers are at the controls. Skip to Maggette. Back to Jaric. Lob to Richardson. Richardson goes with the fadeaway. Misses the jumper.
Nothing good usually comes out of him taking that shot. That's out of his range, Fitz.
The off-the-glass lay-in was cashed in by McGrady. Just under 8 minutes here in the first quarter. To Maggette. They're inside. Howard made the nab back there and records his first steal. To McGrady. McGrady puts it up inside. Big bucket by the 7-year man out of Mount Zion Christian Academy. And the Clippers have the ball but are trailing 14-8. Jaric uses the glass.
It's hard to believe, but this one looks even better the second time.
Lou can pick up assist number 5 this trip down the floor. To Giracek. Received by McGrady. McGrady pulls the trigger from the high post. Misfired. Howard shoots from the post. Hits it.
If you want to make life difficult for him, you better start off with pushing him out further from the bucket.
Jaric has it. To Kamen. Nabbed by Richardson. Pump fakes. To Brand. Here comes the double team. Now left wing. Richardson lets it go from the wing. Misses the jumper. Jammed in by Maggette.
He's just too quick for his man. That's why he got the inside shot he wanted.
The Magic with the ball and a 4-point lead. Lou crosses over. Lou shoots. Rejected hard. Kamen uses the drop step. Brand takes it in. Hits left iron and out.
You want the ball in the hands of your best players. If they miss, they miss.
To Gooden. McGrady takes the shot from about 16. McGrady, 10 points by the 7-year man out of Mount Zion Christian Academy. The Clippers work it up. They're shooting 54% from the floor. To Jaric. Jaric puts it up. He's off from 17.
They took the first shot they had, and I don't think it was a good one.
The Magic could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. To Howard.
That's called working for the highlight reel. Here it comes.
The Clippers are down 8, but they have the ball. Jaric launches from beyond the arc. No way.
Unless the clock's running down on you, there's just no reason to take him that deep.
Received by Lou. Gooden goes with the drop step. To Lou. Pass left side for a double-digit lead. A rare rebound by Maggette. To Richardson. Pass caught by Jaric. Jabs. Skip to Kamen. To Richardson. Maggette lets it go from the wing. Drops right in.
Nice basket to keep this one close early on. You don't want to let this game get away from you.
Lou brings it up, and he's got 5 assists. To Howard. Howard is pummeled and will have an opportunity to get 2 from the line. Kamen will head to the bench. Lou will leave the floor. Sinks the first of 2. He gets them both. The Clippers would love to cut into the lead some more with a bucket here. To Dooling. Dooling takes off.
He's working hard in this one. He took a little baby bump on the inside, but that wasn't anything that was going to stop the jam.
Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter. To Giracek. Knocked off course. And that's his first block of the game. To Dooling. The steal. And that's takeaway number 2 for him.
It's one thing to strip the ball. It's another just to snatch it like he did.
To Giracek. The 3-ball. Can't drop the long one. The Magic get the basket and now have an 8-point lead.
T-Mac is in control this quarter. The buckets are coming quick and easy for him.
The differential is 8. House shoots. Gets the front rim. Denies it. And it's hauled in by Howard. Gaines with the crossover for a double-digit lead. Good.
Nice shot. These guys are starting to pull away.
And the Clippers head into the front court. Skip to Dooling. To House. Pump fakes. To cut it to single digits. Rebounded inside by Howard. Caught by Giracek. Swatted away. And it's right to him.
You just don't expect to see him out there making blocks like that, Fitz. But he managed to get a piece of one there.
Gets the ball back.
We certainly can't let this one go by without taking another look.
The Magic have the lead here, 26-18. To Howard. Fades. Rebounded by Eli. Dooling takes flight. Deflected, and the Clippers will get this one back.
Substitution for the Clippers. Substitution for the Magic. Two minutes remaining.
House takes a turnaround J. Nope.
I normally like the turnaround J, but I'm not sure he needed to go to it that time.
Gaines brings it up. To McGrady. McGrady releases from 15. Not there for him. Brand swatted that one away, and it's his first block of the game. Coast to coast and driven by House.
That's how you run that break and finish it, Fitz. Excellent.
The Magic with the ball, and they're up half a dozen. To McGrady. Pass right wing. Bogans shoots from the top of the key. A rare rebound by Eli. Hits it.
I can speak from experience on this one. It doesn't feel good as a defender when someone just abuses you with a fadeaway.
The Magic bring it up. They're shooting 46% from the floor. To Bogans. Garrity is asking for it in the post. Garrity goes to the drop step. Brand blocked that one and gathered it up for the nice defensive play. To Wilcox.
That was a sweet pass. He found the open man and finished it off with a slam.
.43 seconds here in the first quarter. To McGrady. Pass low post. He's doubled up. The low post shot was dropped in by McGrady.
He's just putting his team on his back and saying, come along, fellas, go for the ride.
The Clippers take it out. They haven't hit a shot from beyond the arc. Garrity made the nab back there, records his first steal. Gaines fires, sinks it from 9.
He definitely took a big gamble with the mid-range shot, but it paid off.
To Dooling. Skip to Eli. Bounce to House. House launches from beyond the arc. Cans the 3.
This guy's shooting from a different area code out there.
Beyond the arc. Gets right iron, no good. There's the horn, and we've got a tight one. At the end of one, it's 30-27. McGrady inbounds to start the second quarter. skip to McGrady. To Bogans. Pump fakes. Bogans crosses over. Bogans lets it go from the wing. Easily rebounded by Brand. To Brand. And that's takeaway number 2 for him.
That's like a DB reading a quarterback right there. He broke on the pass and picked it cleanly.
Gaines goes with the fadeaway.
Roll that replay, please. I got to see this one again.
House works it up. He's shooting 33% from beyond the arc. House releases from 15. Ripped down inside by Garrity. It falls.
That was a quick shot, but when you're open and it's your shot, you got to take it.
House brings it up. He's shooting 40% from the floor. To Wilcox. Brand is calling for it. Now outside. Stolen.
Smart read by the defender there, Fitz. He saw what was going down and jumped out to pick the pass off.
McGrady gets it right back after the block. McGrady with the shot cashes in for a double-digit ball game.
The 3-ball isn't really his forte, but when your number is called, you got to deliver.
The Clippers have it but are behind 37-27. To Dooling. The pass is intercepted. The Magic head into the front court. To McGrady. McGrady crosses it over. McGrady drains number 23.
You have to hit a few of those mid-range ones like that before the D starts taking you seriously.
Just over 10 minutes here in the second quarter. To Wilcox. Out on the right. With the denial. Loose ball. The Clippers get control. Couldn't stop the run there and a miss by Brand. 3 shots is put down before it's cashed in by Eli.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
Gaines has the rock. To Gaines. Pump fakes. Here comes the double team. The J was missed by DeClerc.
That gap on the scoreboard is getting larger here in the second. You may want to start doing things a little differently.
To Brand to cut it to single digits.
Watch how a real man does his thing here.
Just over 9 minutes here in the second quarter. To Bogans. Now right side. Gaines with the crossover. The bucket was drained and the lead is pushed to double digits by Gaines.
The Magic, they're shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
To Wilcox. The Clippers take it and are now trailing by 8.
That's what's so great about working it inside. You come away with high percentage shots.
To Bogans. Grabbed by McGrady. Pass caught by DeClerc. To Garrity for a double-digit lead. Nice rebound by the second-year man out of Fresno State. To Brand. Brand fires from the post. Money on the jump shot.
That's his bread and butter right there.
It's a 6-point game. To Garrity. Garrity puts it up from the corner. Ripped down by Wilcox. Caught by Wilcox. Wilcox uses the drop step. Wilcox is called for charging, and that is his first foul of the game. Gooden comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. To Giracek. Gooden wants it in the post. They get it to him. And that's his first takeaway of the game. To Eli. Eli from the left block.
Great play. Let's see that one from a different angle.
And the Magic take it up court and are leading 41-37. To Bogans. The ball's loose. Wilcox made the nab back there and records his first steal. The Magic work it up. They're shooting 47% from the floor. To Bogans. Now on the wing. Pump fakes. With the jab step. To end the drought. Not going down.
This guy is not good enough to knock those down consistently if the D can really get on him.
To Dooling. Brand uses the drop step. To Eli. For the tie. Misses the jumper.
That's just right around the spot where they stop being gimmies, and you gotta concentrate to knock them down.
The drop continues off the miss by Giricek. To Gooden to stop the drought. Not there for him. Giricek sails in, capitalized on the offensive rebound.
Way to clean the offensive glass.
The Clippers take it up court and are back 43-39. Received by Wilcox. Now by Dooling. To Brand in the paint. Passes outside. Eli takes the shot from the elbow. A rare rebound by Garrity. No worries.
In the right situation, he can get the inside shot he wants, Fitz. And that was the right situation.
The Clippers can cut into the lead with a basket here. Brand is asking for it in the post. Garrity, and he now has 5 steals for the game.
The defender read his mind. Who does he think he is? Nostradamus?
Fakes. To Gooden. Eli made the pickpocket, and that's his second so far. To Wilcox. Skip to Brand. Brand off the glass. Botches the lay-in.
Watch him hammer this one down. That is all about power.
The Magic with the ball and a 4-point lead. To Gooden. Now right wing. Pump fakes. Bogans gets aggressive. And we have a foul. Wilcox will come off the floor. Garrity hasn't had a good game so far. He's going to sit down for a while. He gets the first of 2. Kamen looks fresh coming back on the floor. He's off on the second. Hauled down by Eli.
Melvin Eli is putting up some big-time rebounding numbers this half. If you want to control the scoreboard, you better control the glass.
On the mark by Kamen.
The pace from the first quarter is carrying right on over into the second quarter. Neither team is letting up.
Lou takes it up, and he's got 5 assists. To Howard. Giricek lets it go from the wing. Money on the jump shot.
That was real close to being a 3 on that one.
Jaric works it up. He's shooting 20% from the floor. Kamen fades away inside. Rebounded inside by Gooden. Howard is looking for the ball. Howard goes to the hook.
I wasn't expecting the hook here. You can definitely tell the defender wasn't either. Nice move.
The Clippers are behind here, 50-43. Now by Richardson. Pass caught by Kamen. Received by Jaric. Jaric backs up. The wide open shot is drained by Jaric.
That's a nifty little combo that kept the D at bay. Looks like the defender wasn't expecting the crossover.
And the Magic have the ball. Caught by Giricek. Bogans lets it go from 17 feet out. 11 rebounds by the second-year man out of Fresno State. Gooden made the nab back there and records his first steal. Lou, high off the glass, swatted.
Substitution for the Magic.
Sinks the first of two. He gets them both. Just over 3 minutes here in the second quarter. To Richardson. There's the steal.
Perfect timing and perfect execution to come away with that swipe.
To Giracek. Lob to Howard. Howard goes to the drop step.
Good looking play coming up here.
Yarich has the ball. Skip to Richardson. To Kamen. To Maggette. Maggette launches from beyond the arc. Can't get the three to fall.
The D didn't give him a lot of room, and he's not really a great three-point shooter, so he needs all the space he can get.
Taken all the way by McGrady.
2 minutes remaining.
To Maggette. Grabbed by Richardson. Knocked off course. McGrady made the nab back there, records his first steal. Knocked off course, and it's loose inside. Maggette swatted that one away, and it's his first block of the game. To Maggette. He's double teamed. Couldn't stop the run there, and a miss by Maggette. To Howard. Howard takes a wide-open shot. Great shot by the 10-year man out of Michigan.
The past several trips up the court is exactly what you want to see if you're coaching. The offense is executing perfectly.
The Clippers with the ball, but they're down double digits. Doesn't see him do it much, but it was slammed in by Kamen.
He threw a nice-looking reverse dunk down, and the D could do nothing but watch.
Just over a minute here in the second quarter. To Gooden. Out on the left wing. Pump fakes. Giracek takes a step back.
Talk about earning a replay. This one's definitely worth another look-see.
.49 seconds here in the second quarter. To Maggette. Wing pass. To Eli. Set away. And it's loose inside. Eli gets it right back after the block.
Melvin Eli has put together a solid game with a double-double, but it hasn't translated into a lead for the team.
Howard takes the quick shot. It's ripped down by Kamen. To cut it to single digits. Can't get it.
He's better off taking that shot when he's wide open. Otherwise, the pressure is probably going to get to him.
Off the left rim and out by Gooden.
He got the position he wanted, but I'm not sure he ever felt comfortable with that shot.
Lou cannons this one the entire length of the court. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 60-49. Now that we've got a little break in the action, why don't we take a look at the game track? Tommy?
Thank you, Fitz. The Magic have been picking a lot of pockets out there and completely taking the other team out of their offense. If they can continue on with this in the second half, they're going to have a great chance to come out of this with a victory.
That'll do it for Game Track for now. We'll check in to see how it all played out on the storyline at the end of the game. Howard throws it in to start the third. Skip to McGrady. Puts up the tray. Doesn't get the long one.
Good players like him don't dwell on misses. They're already thinking about how to score the next time they get up the court.
To Maggette. Brand has position down low. Howard made the pickpocket, and that's his second so far.
Juwan Howard just keeps hounding the defense this half. His defensive pressure has been key.
To Howard. Howard takes it in.
It's hard to believe, but this one looks even better the second time.
The Clippers take it up. They're shooting 48% from the floor. To Richardson. Pump fakes. Kamen releases, bounces it off the short side and in.
That type of 14-footer could be more difficult than it looks sometimes. Nice follow-through.
Just over 11 minutes here in the third quarter. Now by Lou. Nice shot in the paint by Lou.
Those little guys can drive you nuts. If you let up for just 1 second, they'll be right by you.
Double-digit ball game. To Richardson. Skip to Maggette. Jab steps. 7 on the shot clock. Fades. Not there for him.
He tried the fadeaway to get it over the defender, but he couldn't sink it.
And the Magic work it up. They're shooting 14% from beyond the arc. Gooden shoots from the post. Easily rebounded by Brand. Richardson high off the glass. Swatted away. He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. The Magic have the ball in the lead, 64-53. Pass caught by Giricek. To Howard. Howard is hacked and will go to the line for a couple.
I like the aggressive D, but that was way too much contact not to draw a foul that time.
Sinks the first of 2. He's off on the second. Rebounded inside by Kamen. To Maggette. Maggette goes with the drop step.
Watch him come out of nowhere and swat that baby. Nice.
Puts it up off the inbound. No mistaking that one.
That little 6 and 9 footer should be automatic for NBA players.
And the Magic ball in a double-digit lead. Back to Lou. To Gooden. Jabs. He's doubled up. Howard unloads from 10 feet out. Not there. Looked at post shot by McGrady.
He went with the old school hook on that one. It seems like every player used to have that shot. Now only a couple guys in the league possess the ability to shoot a hook.
To Brand. Brand takes a wide open shot. Brand, 12 points by the 5-year man out of Duke.
You don't get a lot of clean looks like this, so when you do, you have to take advantage.
Just over 9 minutes here in the third quarter. To Giricek. Picked off. And that's his first takeaway of the game.
You can't just force feed it inside, especially when the D's expecting it.
Jaric steps back to Kamen to cut it to single digits. Nice rebound by the 10-year man out of Michigan. Skip to Gooden. Gooden pulls the trigger from the high post, and the ref calls a foul. No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Controlled by Kamen. Richardson takes the quick shot.
Check out the way he drives to get open here. What a sweet move and an even better shot.
Lou works it up, and he's got 7 assists. To Gooden. Caught by Giricek. The J was missed by Giricek.
Rebounding is all about desire, and he had the most desire on that play.
To Kamen. Skip to Richardson. To Kamen. The shot clock shows 5. Kamen shoots from the paint. Ripped down inside by Gooden. To Giricek. Giricek unloads from deep, three-point range. Misses the 3.
Hey, look, you get 3 points beyond the arc. It doesn't matter how far beyond the arc, there are no 4-pointers.
Skip to Richardson. Richardson takes a turnaround J. A rare rebound by Giracek. Lob to Howard. Howard uses the drop step. Knocked off course. And that's his third block of the evening. To Maggette. Lob to Brand. To cut it to single digits. Nice defensive rebound by Gooden. McGrady goes with the crossover. The drought continues off the miss by McGrady.
Watch how a real man does his thing here.
The Clippers with control, but are down here, 71-59. To Kaman. Kaman fires from the right block. Hits it.
He's not really known for his mid-range game, but that is no excuse for the defense to slack off him.
Just over 6 minutes here in the third quarter. Here comes the double team. Splits it with a pass. Off the front rim and missed by Lou.
I'm not sure fading away was the right idea that time, especially since he started so close to the rim.
The lead is cut to single digits by Kaman.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
And the Magic can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that. Lou sails in, rolls it off the short side of the rim, then in.
The Magic, they're just like sharks on the inside today, and they smell blood.
To Maggette. Grabbed by Richardson with the jab step. The wide open bucket was missed by Richardson.
The worse you are at shot blocking, the more likely you are to commit the foul. That's why maybe you should think about, I don't know, staying on the floor.
Sinks the first of two. He's off on the second. Ripped down inside by Gooden. For a double-digit lead, it's good.
He's making his living down there on the inside.
Just over 5 minutes here in the third quarter. To Maggette. Now left side. Received by Brand. To cut it to single digits. Misses the jumper.
Well, that little drop step showed he knew how to get the D off his back. He just has to follow it up with the deuce.
The tray was missed by Giracek.
He wanted to push the lead out, but didn't have the touch on that one.
Maggette gets airborne. Yes, the one-handed jam. Pump fakes.
I dug this play in real time. I'm digging it even more in the replay.
Kaman looks to be in some real pain out there, Tom. I think it might be his knee.
Fitz, I know both you and I hate to see injuries like this happen out there on the floor. Hopefully we'll get some information from the team doctor, and as soon as we do, we'll relay it to you, the fans.
McGrady brings it up, and he's 4 out of his last 6 shots from the floor. To Howard. Outside. To Gooden. Gooden gets up. Dunks it down with one hand.
Nothing special there. Well, for about 3% of the population. For the rest of us, oh, that was very special.
Jaric is at the controls. To Maggette. Pass left wing. Stolen. And that's takeaway number 2 for him.
If you're gonna pump fake, here's a nice idea. How about holding onto the ball?
Lou now is in double figures.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
The Clippers with the ball, but they're down double digits. To Eli. Grabbed by Brand. Pass to the paint. He's doubled up. Off the back rim and out by Maggette.
His shot selection has been sketchy at best.
To Gooden. The steal.
Melvin Eli is going to scrape and claw to create turnovers. Doesn't matter whether you're up or down.
That last lane was good by Brand.
This is the kind of guy you hate guarding. Very active and always capable of scoring on you.
Lou with an assist here. He'll have 10 assists on the night. To Gooden. Gooden goes with the fadeaway. 14 rebounds by the 5-year man out of Duke.
That was an excellent play. Watch the job he does here.
Just under 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Skip to McGrady. To Giracek. Now right side. Here comes the double team. For a double-digit lead. Big bucket by the 10-year man out of Michigan.
That's a tough shot right there. To shoot the runners, you gotta have soft touch.
Double-digit ball game. Back to Yarich. To Richardson. Brand wants it down low. They get it to him. Howard, and he comes away with his third pickpocket tonight. Kamen got dinged up a while back in the game, but Tom has the early word from the doc.
He strained his MCL, Fitz. That's not a major injury, but it sure can feel like one at first. If he feels up to it, he can return, but he's not going to be 100%.
Richardson with the crossover. Jab steps to Maggette. 7 on the shot clock. Pump fakes. Pass caught by Eli. The outside fadeaway was no good by Eli.
He was smart to try the fadeaway to get himself some room. He just couldn't get it to go.
To McGrady. Blocked. And it's hauled in by Yarich.
That's great team defense right there, Fitz. Everyone has to do their part to keep the ball from going in the hole.
That's his spot on the floor, but the 3 was missed by Yarich. To Giracek. Giracek shoots, gets the post shot to fall.
These guys are showing no mercy right now.
The Clippers take it up court but are down large. 85-70. To Maggette. Received by Yarich. Brand takes it in. Rejected hard.
Substitution for the Clippers. Substitution for the Magic.
Can't sink the first. He sinks the second. The Magic work it up. They're shooting 11% from beyond the arc. Skip to Garrity. To Gaines. Pass to the wing. Bogans tries the spin move. Bogans leaps up.
You're going to see a nice little spin in this replay that gets him close enough to jam it.
House works it up. He's shooting 33% from beyond the arc. To Brand. Brand lets it go from the wing. No way, no how.
A few more feet in, and he would have had a good chance to sink that one.
The reverse slam is forced out by Bogans.
The Magic, they're shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
To House. House shoots from just inside the line. Money on the jump shot.
That was real close to being a 3 on that one.
The Magic have it, and they're up big. 89-73. To Garrity. Nabbed by Gooden. Gooden uses the drop step. Loose ball on the outside after the block by Brand. Gooden gets it right back after the block. Bogans puts it up from the corner. Rebounded inside by Eli. Inside fadeaway was off the mark by Brand. Gaines heaves this one from half court. We've just finished the third quarter, and it's a double-digit game. The score, 89-73. Eli inbounds to start the final quarter. Brand wants the ball. Dumps it off. House releases, misses from just inside the line.
He doesn't like it when the D gets up in his grill on those mid-range jumpers, because this is what happens.
To Gooden. Gooden puts it up from 11. Misses the jumper. The one-handed stuff is no good. Missed by DeClerc. Garrity releases from the stripe.
So nice, we got to look at it twice.
Here in the fourth quarter. Dumps it off. Nabbed by Eli. Pass caught by Brand. Clock down to 6. The windmill dunk thrown down by Eli.
Maybe that basket can help spark them on the defensive end, because that's what's letting them down right now.
The Magic ball and a double-digit lead. To DeClerc. Fades. Not this time. It took them 3 tries, but finally made by DeClerc.
Good rebound on the inside.
House brings it up. He's shooting 42% from the floor. Passed outside. Lob to Brand. Brand goes to the drop step. To Eli. Eli shoots with the clock winding down. Money!
The Clippers' bench is doing its part, Fitz, but they need their starters to step up and help make a game out of this.
To Gaines. To Garrity. Garrity glides in, lays it right in.
That's what's so great about working it inside. You come away with high percentage shots.
The Clippers are at the controls. To House. Grabbed by Brand. Dumps it off. 7 on the shot clock. Dumps it off. Polynice launches from beyond the arc. Forget about it.
He may have forced that one. That 3 can be tempting when you're down, but a solid 2 is just as good in the long run.
Skip to Bogans. To DeClerc. Back to DeClerc. Lob to Gooden. Gooden shoots. Puts too much on it.
He's just not himself right now out there. He's letting a few misses drag down his entire offense.
Just under 9 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Brand goes to the drop step. The tough shot is missed by Brand. No dice. They got the board, but the shot was missed by Brand. Eli is hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the foul line. McGrady comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. He can't get the first. He misses them both. The defensive rebound by Gooden.
Those are the type of rebounds you just have to want more than the other guys. That's called working for the highlight reel. And here it comes.
House works it up court. For 3. Nails the deep one.
He got a pretty good look at the 3, and that's all good shooters need.
Gaines brings it up, and he's got 5 assists. To McGrady. McGrady with the fadeaway. McGrady, 33 points by the 7-year man out of Mount Zion Christian Academy. To Wilcox. Nice two-handed hanger by Wilcox.
The Clippers, they're having their way on the inside, Fitz, but they need to keep it up and raise their intensity on D.
And the Magic take it out. They're shooting 48% from the floor. To Garrity. Gooden wants it in the post. Polynice blocked that one and gathered it up for the nice defensive play. To Eli. Eli from the left block. Nice rebound by the 9-year man out of Florida. To McGrady, and that's takeaway number 2 for him.
If you're not going to protect the ball, well, he's just going to take it from you.
House picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He has a total of 12 so far. To Garrity. Garrity takes the shot from the elbow. Not there for him. Yet another block, and that's his 2nd block of the game. to Wilcox. Wilcox gets some hang time.
Once he got inside on this one, there was no doubt about it. You better run for cover.
The Magic with control in the lead, 99-86. To McGrady. Caught by Gooden. 7 on the shot clock. To end the drought. A rare rebound by Eli. To Eli. Eli releases with no one near him. Controlled by DeClerc. To Gaines. Grabbed by Gooden. Gooden uses the drop step. To Gooden. To stop the drought. Easily rebounded by Brand. House launches from beyond the arc. Ripped down inside by DeClerc. No way. To Brand. Polynice shoots from the post. Hits it.
That's his shot right there. Well, actually, that should be anybody's shot when you're shooting it in so close.
Double-digit ball game. To Garrity. Pass right wing. Pump fakes. McGrady crosses it over.
That's a play that deserves a second look.
The Clippers will take a timeout here. Polynice will leave the floor. Gooden hasn't had a good game so far. He's going to sit down for a while. The Clippers have the ball, and they're on an 11-4 run. Jaric takes the shot.
This guy is just too big for his defender. If they get that matchup again, don't be surprised to see him go right back at him.
Lou takes it up, and he's got 10 points. To Howard. Howard takes a quick shot. Not there for him.
When you settle for that kind of a shot, you failed on offense. Failed miserably, I might add.
That last 13-footer was on the mark by Jaric.
Definite mismatch on that last play. Too much height for the shooter.
And the Magic could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. To Giracek. Giracek glides in. Hits back rim and out. The offensive rebound was capitalized by Lou.
This is when you want to have a lead here in the fourth quarter. Make the other team start sweating.
Kamen looks fresh coming back on the floor. Gooden will come back in the game. The Clippers bring it up, and they've hit their last 2 shots from beyond the arc. To cut it to single digits. It's good.
Nice anticipation. He rose right up off the hardwood and threw it down hard.
And the Magic work it up. They're shooting 9% from beyond the arc. Lou goes glass. Deflected. The Magic will retain possession. Drew Gooden gets busy. Sent away. The Magic will keep it after it's knocked out of bounds. For a double-digit lead, 19 rebounds by the 5-year man out of Duke. The Magic aren't shooting well here in the fourth quarter.
Roll that replay, please. I gotta see this one again.
The Magic with the ball, and they're up half a dozen. Skip to McGrady. To Howard. Howard sails in, picks up his 25th point.
The coach may want to think about a new strategy to stop this guy because whatever they're doing, it isn't working.
The Clippers can cut into the lead with a basket here. To Jaric. Jaric pulls the trigger from 18. Hauled down by Gooden. A rare rebound by Richardson.
He tried the fadeaway to get it over the defender, but he couldn't sink it.
Jaric takes it up court, and he's 3 out of his last 6 shots from the floor. The tray was cashed in by Jaric.
Nice basket. You gotta love close games, and this one's gonna be close down to the wire.
Back to McGrady. To Lou. He's double teamed. The putback was dumped down by Gooden.
You gotta love that. Forget about the tip. Just throw it down.
Yarich has an opportunity to get his third three of the night this trip down. Takes the three. Off the mark with the three ball.
Drew Gooden is really pulling down the boards this half, but basketball isn't a one-man game. The rest of the team better start helping out on the boards.
Brand got his hand on that shot and blocked it out of bounds. To Howard. Howard releases from close range. Great shot by the 10-year man out of Michigan.
The Magic are fighting that much harder for those second chance buckets, and that's why they're in the lead. Pure and simple.
Yarich launches from beyond the arc. No way, no how. To Giracek. With the jab step, pump fakes.
A simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. Clever move.
Yarich works it up court, and he's only hit 2 out of his last 3 shots from beyond the arc. Yarich spins to Brand. Brand sails in, cuts the score to single digits.
The Clippers' bench is doing its part, Fitz, but they need their starters to step up and help make a game out of this.
Lou takes it up. He's shooting 38% from the floor. To McGrady. Gooden springs up, powers it down.
T-Mac is a so-so passer, but that's an assist you can be proud of.
The Clippers have it, but are behind, 113-102. To cut it to single digits, money on the jump shot.
Not quite inside, not quite outside. That little shot can cause hesitation with some players.
Just over a minute here in the fourth quarter. To Giracek. Now by McGrady. McGrady uses the drop step.
Fitz, they got themselves into trouble earlier in the game, and it looks like this one's going to be just out of reach.
To McGetty. Brand is calling for it. He gets the ball. Brand raises up. Can't cash in from 10 feet out. Swatted away. And it's right to him.
Man, this guy's having his own block party.
To McGrady. Now outside. 5 on the shot clock. To Gooden. Gooden shoots with the clock winding down. Not a chance.
That's an impressive play.
To McGetty. Richardson shoots it.
That's nice. Let's see that one again from another angle.
There's the horn, and this game is in the books. The final score, 117-106. That was some game. We can't leave without getting the storyline from our own Tom Tolbert. Tommy, it's all yours.
Thanks, Fitz. The Magic were relentless on D today. They were just getting after it. Everyone was aggressive. Everybody was getting into the passing lanes. You want to talk about deflections and steals. This team had it going on the defensive end.
Well, that about tells the tale, Tom. We also don't want to forget the MVP. McGrady gets our ESPN Player of the Game and ends with a total of 39 points and 6 assists. For Tom Tolbert, this is Bob Fitzgerald saying so long, and thanks for watching ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.